My name is Slavka, I'm from Alabama, and this channel is about living, traveling, and learning. See you on the road.
Well, hello again, boys and girls. I've thought this week I wouldn't have a load, honestly. Last load I delivered in Salt Lake City, and I sat there from Monday afternoon until Friday afternoon. And the reason I was sitting there is because there's absolute nothing out there in terms of paying loads. There are some loads out at Salt Lake City area if you like working for free. I don't like working for free. I like getting paid for my work. But in essence, what I mean by free is the loads that are just basically fuel only. And the reality is right now it's a freight situation is terrible all around the United States. But we've been fishing for these loads going to Canada again, and we've fished out a really awesome load right now. I'm getting it put in my truck. The load's paying $8,000. It's heading from Idaho Falls, Idaho to Langley, British Columbia. That's just around Vancouver area, and then I'm heading to Iditarod, Alberta. That's around it's around Edmonton down there. So it's the round trip is going to be around 1,000 miles or so. So $8,000, guys. The $8 a freaking mile in dry van right now. This is May 2022. This is the most phenomenal outcome possible in the situation that we are in right now. Well, here's our commodity. It's a load of hash browns, it looks like. I'm going to Canada, Costco. This pack is really good, so there's nothing else we can do. We're at the Craters of the Moon National Park, National Preserve. There's this massive lava flow. See, must be a recent geological history. Still got the hummus and everything, and yeah, this area has like a 40 by 60 mile lava flow that's frozen in place. Good morning, guys. Let's do a quick free trip before we head out. Today we're going to get near Canadian border, so we're going to go through mountains in Washington. Just want to make sure everything's tip-top. So when I do these quick pre-trips, I know we're near comprehensive like you learn the first time. What I'm looking for primarily, mechanical state of the vehicle every morning. Make sure nothing leaks excessively and there's nothing hanging loose about to go tits up, like this. You know, the brakes, I want to make sure that the brakes always, nothing's broken there. Kind of look at the serpentine belt, make sure it's not slipping out or anything like that. Coolant level, look, make sure it's in the proper position, plus it's doesn't have any weird collars, because that would indicate some kind of head gasket issues if oil's mixing with it or something. Same thing when I check the dipstick on the oil. I look for any discolorations or anything. So and just go around, just look under the frame. Again, I'm looking for leaks. Typically it'll be coolant or anything that I'd be losing, because there's coolant lines going to the heat exchanger in the cabin and then APU. And you know, guys, a few weeks ago I had that issue with APU radiator leaking. Then go back to a trailer, kick the tires. I have auto inflators, so generally what I do is I start the truck once the pressure's built up. I go one more time around the truck, because if tires flat or something, you hear hissing because the air is escaping. Alright, look at the cargo, make sure nothing was broken into overnight. So far so good. We're gonna go start the truck up, listen for it to purr, let it warm up. I myself will eat McDonald's breakfast burritos, so that'll be my pre-trip timing. Got to enter that in the logbook. Be just perfect. It's pretty much how I start every morning. You know, in DOT school, they literally want you to spend 15 minutes. I mean, I do 80% of it. It's just experience. You know how your truck sounds. You know what you look for. Any kind of issues. There we go. We're cranking. Oil pressure's up. It's building air pressure. Air escapes overnight. It's been parked with the engine off for like 12 hours. This is not a brand new truck. It's been well loved for 800,000 miles. Here we are at the Oregon-Washington border, Columbia River. We were just here last week. Back at the same place. So today, gonna hop the hills again over to Seattle. And then we're gonna head north on I-5 towards the Bellingham, Washington, and park up somewhere by Canadian border. I don't have the cargo customs clearance yet, so I cannot cross the border until I get that. So we're just gonna get as close as possible and then park. Got about 300 miles to go. There's that dam right there. Columbia River has a series of these dams every 30-40 miles or so. The river's dammed up. The hydroelectric power plants around here, pretty big. You can see how turbulent the water is over there. There's quite a lot of current in this river. I wouldn't want to go swimming in that. Definitely get sucked into some kind of eddy or something. I see boats here sometimes. I think they're fishing salmon or something. I don't know what they're fishing here. There's some big fish out here, though. Yakima River Valley. Beautiful valley here. It's all the Washington orchards. Cherries, apples, anything of kind of fruity kind you can think of. They grow here. Vineyards, but mostly apples. It's a microclimate around here in these valleys in the Washington, Canada, British Columbia. Cool area. Going to be passing city of Yakima in a little bit on our way to Seattle on Interstate 82 in Washington. Well, boys and girls, this is the end of I-5 at the north. We're going to bump into Canadian border and a Vancouver metro area, right up about a mile left, United States. So they have, from I-5 right here, you can see the...
Take exit 275 on the right, onto Washington 543
freeway ends in 1 mile.
Crossing.
The trucks have to exit sooner. There's a separate border checkpoint for trucks on I-5. And then the cars and buses go in their own way. So that's where we're going. We're gonna go clear the border, and then we're gonna be
Limit reduced ahead.
right at the Vancouver metro area, pretty much burbs of Vancouver
Take
up
the
here.
first exit on the right, onto Washington 543.
So, alright, let me go clear the border. Hopefully we're not gonna get turbo inspected. And yeah, we're gonna continue our trip. I called the broker yesterday, and I actually texted him. Make sure we're all good for delivery. He said his customer's waiting for this load. So we should be in Langley in 19 miles. That's all there is. Alright guys, the border's right up ahead. I gotta stop filming and get my paperwork ready and all that good stuff. So I'll see you on the other side. And we're in British Columbia. That's already a line of trucks trying to enter the United States. They all parked there. So yeah, the next drop is really close where we crossed, and it's going to be Costco warehouse. In fact, both of them are going to be Costco warehouses. So they kind of makes my job easier and harder at the same time. Easy because, well, it's Costco warehouse. They're pretty much the same everywhere, or at least similar. Hard is because they have very specific appointments. They're they want their stuff at very specific time frame, no sooner, no later. So it's like if you're not on their time, you're not there at all. Yeah, wow, look at this. That's a lot of trucks. Jesus. Good thing I'm not coming back through here. I never come back to the United States through here. This place is nuts. Sumas is only like 20 miles to the east, and it's, you know, you can pretty much go right through. It's way better than sitting here in this shit. That's crazy. This is all the Canadian trucks in the morning, Monday morning, trying to get into the United States right now. Some of these guys are going to be sitting here until noon for sure. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I've seen this line up here all the way up the top of that hill over there. So that's why I never take this unless I have to. Because there's another crossing, like I said, 20 miles, Sumas down there, further in the mountains there. It's good for trucks. Alright guys, just gonna slink in there into my receiver stop 1. And then we're gonna go take Trans-Canada Highway across the big ass mountains again. Woohoo! We were just there last week. We were Crow's Nest Highway 3. This time we're gonna take Highway 1 across the Trans-Canada. So, see you there. Alright, so now we got our first stop here at the Langley Costco. British Columbia is over. We still have half a trailer full of products, so just got to go check out right now. And we'll head out towards Calgary, Alberta. So that's the plan right now. All I got to do is just get the sticker and make sure that I get paid. That sticker indicates that the load is delivered to this particular Costco.
Meters at the roundabout, take the 3rd exit onto 201 Street.
Yeah, Mandy, I know. There's the exit. It's busy here. Well, here's the cause of all the traffic delays. It's like somebody went flying off road. Whoosh. Damn Canadians. That guy went deep. So this is Trans-Canada 1, the Canada's most main highway, the only one that goes coast to coast non-stop. In fact, we're in Fraser River Valley. We're leaving Vancouver area and we're going to go in the mountains. This highway is not a continuous freeway like it is in the United States for the most part. It's more like a conglomerate of various freeways and then highways. This will turn into 1-lane road. There's going to go in the mountains. There's going to be switchbacks. Then it's going to go in 2-lane again and so on. I mean, it's kind of a patchwork of various roads that Canada has. They made it into this Trans-Canada Highway. This part right here, from Vancouver to Calgary, is probably the most scenic in entire Canadian stretch of this highway because it's just going through these absolutely gorgeous mountain ranges. Canadian Rockies just absolutely massive. There's no doubt about it. Biggest mountain range in North America. Just it's all in British Columbia, pretty much. Vast majority of it. And, we're going to be leaving this flat valley. It's kind of like Florida for the Canadians. Just look at this valley. You can't see the tops of the mountains. It's like sheer walls on either side. You just follow these streams and rivers here. It's Fraser River, I think. I'm not sure. We're just going to be following these valleys all the way around until we get to Calgary across the entire mountain chain. And the views here are epic. Just clouds and everything in the sky touching the mountains. Well, that's a long way down. Woo. Boy, it's getting high up here. Been climbing the last 35 minutes, getting up to elevations. The winter still hasn't left this area. We're at the top of a hill. Look at this. They have these avalanche piles. This is all debris that they clear out when the avalanche comes down. I don't know, man. When that shit starts rolling from that hill, that's at least 8,000 feet up there. It's way up in the clouds. I mean, you can't even see the top. Look how puny the trees are up there, and they're not even halfway up the mountain. Well, if this starts sliding, ooh, you can literally see where the tree's been knocked out. There's nothing but little saplings in it. That's avalanche path right there. It's no joke around here. They'll bury this truck with like 20 feet of snow and crush it. Oh, we're gonna be going down now. Yay. It is cold up here. It's almost freezing. Hey, here's that Canadian helicopter logging. Man. I don't know what helo that is. That's impressive. He's trying to lug something up. Hopefully he doesn't drop it here. Now we got away from the rain zone, went in rain shadow. That's how the Rockies out here look like. It's a lot drier, nicer weather, smaller trees too. It's not as soggy as it is on the western side. That side facing Pacific Ocean, it just gets constant rain. Non-stop for days, weeks, months sometimes. You get that Seattle drizzle. Same in Vancouver. Just vast territories, just completely unsettled. No houses, nothing, just wilderness. Next time I'm going to try to get a trip arranged to go to Alaska. I'm going to be taking a lot of the same roads, but going further north. There's a Lake Kamloops or Cam or something, I don't know. Or we just passed the town. That's basically how the rest of the road will go. This mostly single lane with occasional pass pockets. Twisty turny. We got about 586 kilometers to our final destination. That's approximately 400 some miles. So we're going to be looking to stop somewhere in like 3 hours or so. My logbook is slowly ticking down to the end of the day. So they're going to be, I think, town of Golden, British Columbia. I'm going to stop. There's a Husky there, truck stop. And we'll see what's up next. Beautiful views out here. I love it. It's like idyllic lake scene. Mountains, lakes, glaciers up top, clouds. Kind of summer paradise out here in the Canadian Rockies. Very twisty roads too. Can't really go fast. Yeah, these people have summer cottages and all kinds of cool. I imagine that lake is cold, man. It's got to be cold. There's Glaciers National Park here at the Canadian side. All that drains into these lakes. another morning with Greet in Canada. We're in British Columbia right now, heading towards Golden. So apparently the Trans-Canada 1 is closed there past Golden. There's really narrow roads there. They're doing some kind of road improvements, so we're going to have to take a detour through Radium Springs. It's going to add about 60 miles to our trip, but there's no other choice. There's not that many roads around here. As you can see, it's all just tucked in the valleys of the huge mountains. So I'm going to keep going. I have not far to go. I have only 491 kilometers today, so that's about 360 miles or so, and then we're gonna have to park. My delivery appointment is in a few days, so I'm just gonna have to babysit this load for a little bit. We're starting to get in the real mountain country here. We're towards the eastern edge of the British Columbia, on the line with Alberta. That's where the main peaks are. They have permanent glaciers year round. Mountains over 14,000 feet and up. You can see there's just absolutely astonishing view. These pine jungles here, just so thick, you can't even see 3 feet through between the trees. They're just so packed in there on these slopes. So I can only imagine the kind of wildlife is out here. For hundreds of miles, there's really no people around here. There are a few towns in the valleys, but mostly just wilderness. This is just one road, and British Columbia is massive. It's like the size of 4 to 5 states up in the Midwest. Look at this, guys. Nature is still wild here, mostly undeveloped. We're in town of Golden, British Columbia. One of an outpost out here, probably mining town at some point. Taking a detour. Highway 1's closed, so we got to go through Radium Springs. This place is narrow. We're in the town of Radium Hot Springs, British Columbia. They apparently have this hot spring source that's full of radium or something. I don't know. Gonna have to read up on it, but sounds cool. It looks like a resort area. There's a lot of campers and stuff like that. It's interesting. Yeah, this resorts. I don't know what the hot springs are all about. The Radium Hot Springs. That's literally the town name. So we're taking detour to Highway 1. Very rustic, outpost-like place. See these kind of like old, unique looking. Oh, there's elk. There's a mountain sheep on the road. Jesus. Yeah, look at them. Wow, they're just wandering about. Damn. Look at that, wild mountain sheep. They're just the whole pack of them. Wow. They don't care about traffic. They don't give a shit. Look at this. These are real mountain goats. There's a bunch more right there. There's another one over there. What a weird place. There's 2 more. You would think these animals would be afraid of humans. No, they stand in the middle of the busy highway. They just like chewing shit, and I don't give a crap. Feed me. It's hilarious. You guys won't believe this road. This is crazy. Look at this. Wow. I just hope there's no traffic coming around that way. because the trailer needs to clear. It's literally carved out of the rock. They literally just blasted through this cave and now you drive through it. That is insane. The Highway 1 is closed, so this is the only detour for big trucks. This is crazy, crazy road, guys. I'm gonna let the semi go ahead of me in these tunnels because I'm not sure if someone on my look high enough. This is scary out here, guys. This is a wild road, wild. Oh man. I thought Colorado Route 60 through the backcountry there was pretty, you know, pretty good in the wild side. This shit is out of the freaking league here. Look at this. That is insane. If you're fully loaded with a stick shift, you're gonna have a workout. You're gonna have a Popeye arm on your gear shifter. You're gonna be jerking that thing every 5 seconds. This shit's insane. Wow. This is Glaciers National Park of Canada. There's mountains and glaciers. There's one actually in the United States, just south of here, about 100 miles south of here in Montana. Glaciers National Park, Lake Kalispell in Kalispell, Montana, around that area. This is the continuation of it in Canada. It's a much larger chunk of it. It's all the big mountains here. All the mountain climbers know about these popular spots here for ascents. Fairly, I don't know much about mountain climbing, but I imagine some of these mountains are pretty tough. I mean, it's definitely iced over year round. So yeah, this continues on in these valleys like this. Basically, we're on the border almost with Alberta. We're like in the far eastern British Columbia, Highway 93. So that's going right through the national park. This is western Alberta. We're in Canada, Highway 1 now. What a view. There's jagged mountains. So yeah, we're about 60 some miles west of Calgary, and once we get through this mountains, we're going to get into a flat area. Pretty much, Calgary sits in the on the flat ground, and the mountains are to the west of it. Well, that's it. There's the Rockies. We're east of Canadian Rockies now. We're in the plains. Gonna get up to Calgary. It's got a little bit over 40 miles left to Calgary. So that's it. The Rockies are behind us now. I don't mind it, actually. It's been kind of hopping hills for all day. Getting tired. Just want to put truck on the cruise control and keep going. Well, hello guys. Today's May 18th, 2022. I'm in Calgary, Alberta. We're gonna have a day off today. Kind of babysitting the load right now. I'm due to deliver tomorrow morning. So this is one of the biggest truck stops in the Calgary area. It's Flying J Road King, exactly in Calgary Municipal Zone. Some of you may not know that, but Canada truck stops are generally small moms and pops type of deal. Barely enough parking for 5-6 trucks. You don't have huge brands like Loves and TAs and Petros around here. They have a TA in Ontario, and the kind of petrol they have Canada Petrol. Not to be confused with a US brand. They have other truck stops like Husky. It's more like a gas station than a real truck stop. If there's spots for maybe half a dozen trucks, that's about it. So when you see places like this, it's pretty big.
This would be average to small size in the U.S. So, yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna go in, get a shower, and everything like that. So we have a whole day today. Nothing else to do. Yeah, this one's kind of unique. It has rooms and hotel right in the truck stop. I guess it makes sense if you don't want to spend time in a cabin. You just come here. There's a little bit of everything here. Hair salon, chrome shop, electronics, restaurant. Well, coffee's good, no doubt. You got me like a farmer wrap, some kind of like, I guess it's what you would call a breakfast burrito, and a large coffee at Timmy's. They're very patriotic about their coffee here. It's pretty good. I mean, it's better than average at truck stop, but it's about McDonald's, guys. I know Canadians can argue with me all day in the comments. Like, how dare you? It's heresy. Timmy's is the best. Look, guys, Timmy is the most prolific chain in your area. It just happens to be replacing McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, and everything else combined in Canada. It's not bad. It's just, it is fast food. Anyways, so that's the update. We got some Timmy's here. Going out my delivery past Calgary downtown. Today you can kind of see it clearly. Last 2 times I've tried to film it, first time it was snowing, you couldn't see it. Second time it was raining, you couldn't see it. So today's more or less clear. Crispy but clear. Yeah, so it's May 19th. It's still 43 degrees out here, guys. Warms up during the day, but it's not very warm climate here for now. It gets hot towards the later in the summer. I've been here when it was like 90 degrees, so it gets harsh from both ways. It gets very hot in the summer and very cold in the winter. But the cold weather persists for a while. It pretty much starts snowing. You see flakes in the air around October. That's not uncommon in this parts of Canada. Just very harsh continental climate. You're in the rain shadow of the Rockies, and you're also have these air masses from the Great Plains mixing in here, so you get some stupendous thunderstorms once in a while. And the winds, of course, the winds are massive, just like Montana or anything in other area in the United States. Gotta watch out. But it's beautiful. It's like rolling hills in a city. It's built like as if somebody was using SimCity to carve it out. If you look at the layout of the roads and highways, everything's like perfectly rectangular. Planned development, definitely. It's a modern city, not I don't think a lot of people lived here 100 years ago, so there's not a lot of legacy infrastructure. Everything that you see has been built last 20, 30 years probably when the region was developing. And this particular part of Alberta, it's basically the only thing its main income source is the tar sands. Basically they have these huge deposits of oil. Some of the largest, people claim that they're larger than Saudi Arabia and all of Persian Gulf combined, just the amount of tar sands. But the type of oil they get out of here is fairly expensive to extract. It's basically mixed in with sand on the surface. They dig it out and then use some kind of chemical process to split the oil out from the sand, in essence. But yeah, there's a lot of oil in North America, Canada specifically. Very huge deposits here. That's why this region, you see majority of businesses, like they all service various oil industries, heavy equipment, excavators, things like that, pipeline, That's all their manufacturing capacity around here is geared around oil industry and tar sands further up north. And maybe one of these days I'll go there. So you got to go past Edmonton. It's about another about 150 to 200 miles, and there's massive areas where they are just literally like scraping off this black sand. It's tar sand. It's literally what it is. It's just thick, jelly-like almost oil mixed with sand, and then they are using high pressure steam and shit like that to liquefy it, stuff like. So that's it. We're just gonna get past a little bit north of Calgary, and our delivery is at Costco, 25 kilometers. That's approximately 17 miles from here. So I'm gonna keep rolling till we get to Costco, and hopefully that's our last part of the load. We get paid for it. Then I'm going to be looking for a load back to the United States.